Kitty. Doing good. Just being lazy and just sitting there waiting to get fed again. So I was doing some salad that I got from Whole Foods, doing lentil beans. Go for the 19 minutes. Rice about the same. I'm gonna keep the rice boiling for a few minutes. I'm gonna come back in here and decrease boiling. Actually, to be honest, I'm gonna set it on my phone. So I'm gonna let this boil for about 5 minutes. Nah, we'll do 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I'll let it boil for 4 minutes, then I'll decrease boil. I think on rice you keep it going. Anyway, it's 20 minutes of boiling. This one that cooks quick, the lentil. So we'll do the lentil for about 10 minutes of boiling. Rice 20 minutes, lentil 10. Alec Baldwin is free. The charges are dropped. We're looking at it right here. It was an accident. Yes, he went like this, but he did not know there was a bullet in there. I'm 100% sure. Be careful. I was on the set of the X-Files, and they taped a gun on the back, right between my shoulder blades. They duct taped it there, and they showed me the gun. They opened the chamber. They let me look through the chamber, make sure there was nothing in the. It was an automatic. It was like a 45 or something, and it was a real gun, but there was no bullets in it. And they had the clip was shown to me, so there was no bullet in the clip, and there was no bullet in the chamber. Back in 2001 in Los Angeles on set, 20th Century Fox studio. So I was inside the studio, and the guy that filmed it, or the guy that did the digital camera work on it, he was a big hockey player. I remember the entire time he was talking about he was going to go to the hockey ring and shoot these pucks. Well, I taped it there, and the guy that was behind me, that was in the episode of 3 Words, season 8, episode 16. It's called 3 Words. Futile is resistant. He kind of walked me like this, you know, and it was supposed to be a thermal image, and so that was used with a real gun. There was a real bullet in that gun. It went off. I could have died. He could have died. Alec Baldwin could have went, "I'm just joking around," you know, and that could have been it. People have done that. They could have killed him. Good job, man. You know, they gave you a lot of problems with all that. I've always been an Alec Baldwin fan. Now, I want to use him for Escape from Maine. If you're watching my Escape from Maine thing, for the ghostly father figure, because of his voice. He'd be great for that. Plus, it's kind of an homage to Beetlejuice. He'd play another ghost, but he'd be the ghostly father figure. I'm sure you were pretty scared. I'm sure you were pretty scared, Alec Baldwin. You're free now. Now go away. Be free like a bird. If you want to be on set, 100% yes on me. If you want to be in my movie, I cast you. I would say Alec Baldwin or no one, but I don't have the financials right now to be real picky. But I figure if Alec Baldwin signs on, then we're good to go. Now, I'm putting some of the lentil. I got carrots in here now. This is lentil. It's cooking. There's some of the carrots. Now, what we're going to do is sometimes you might be able to cook for some guys. You cook with some guys, want to use sweet peas. Guys need the sweet peas. So we're going to take this, open it right here. I know, kitty. We're on it, kitty. Look at that, kitty. And we're going to dump it all in there just like that. So we have peas in our rice. And if I had some of that purple onion, we put some purple onion in. This is just gonna be tasty. Let me tell you, this is how I'm gonna cook for Alec Baldwin when he's on set. Say, Alec, you're gonna eat peas and carrots and rice with some lentil all the time. I'm joking. I'm gonna eat all the lobster you want. I really don't care. All right, we're gonna look for Escape from Maine screenplay. We're working on it right now. It's a movie about a guy who's a writer. He gets stuck in Maine and he tries to get back home to Texas. As in Texas, as in North Texas. And he makes it back. He's got to think about the Yankees. Doesn't like them that much. He likes the Rangers. Yeah, the Yankees suck. They're okay. They're okay. They're doing okay. I got this thing about the Yankees. I'm scared of them sometimes. They talk like that. It's like, you know, you guy that talks like this, you're like, you don't know who you're messing with, you know? You make pizza? Yeah, right. Anyway, I use like a half stick of butter. Now we're gonna do right here, no, I'm joking, it was like this the corner edge of the butter. Very little butter. So it's called the butter boy. Probably gonna use this thing called Bitten. I don't even know if there's... This thing has been through the hands of Linda. Now, this is boiling. This is good. So, we're gonna go ahead and drain it. Watch out, kitty. That means watch out. All right. We'll do this right here. A little bit of drainage right here. And I got some of that brag. We'll put some of the brag in it. Here we go. And we got some of this still boiling. This should be about ready. So we're gonna drain this. Just like this. Oh, goodness gracious. Don't let me change your light bulb in your car. The headlight in your car. Please don't let me do that. That happens. As in, you get scraped. I know you can't watch all my stuff. Nobody can. It's not meant to all be watched at one time. Please don't do it. All right. We know what it looks like. You don't need to let... Here. Yeah, I do. Hang on just a second. You go like this. That's really good. Lentil and carrots. Then you go like this. Thank you, Lord, for the food. Very good. Good to go. Now we're going to edit. Right, kitty? You said it. Look at the green. That's where the money is, the green. See? Looking at the green. There you go. Now you're looking at the green. Look at the green. See the green? I'm looking at the green. Let me see. So I'm going to explain something about the repair of my ankle when it broke in the year of 1980 something, when I was a skateboarder at Dove Park. Okay? This is a very serious vlog. My ankle broke to this side, a spiral fracture, just like in the movie Misery with Paul Sheldon and Annie Wilkes. Annie Wilkes breaks his ankle and hits it with a hammer, and it breaks all the way this way. Okay? That happened to me, and there's the pressure knot. The reason there's a pressure knot is because when they put my foot in a cast, they put it like that, so it would heal. So the bone, they paid attention to the bone, not to the tendon, which is hurting me right now very badly. See it right here? Now, this is the perfect one, so the Catholics can see why I'm the Messiah. Look, that's the perfect one. Now look, the Pope can even look. There's his scar. That's the scar where the nail went through Christ's ankle. Right here. I am responsible for all 3,000 deaths in 9/11. Do not starve God's people. Do not starve God's people. Now, when they healed, the cast was put across all the way here, all the way to the top part of my thigh, all the way here straight. The tendons did not get the treatment that they needed through the healing process. They can't. The tendons will have to suffer. The bone is more important than the tendons. It's pretty straight, right? It doesn't work unless the bone is straight. Now, the tendon will become very hard. And over time, when the cast comes off, they'll have to push it. It's very painful. They'll have to push it this way and break all the scar tissue that will form. It'll fill in and form all through here. It'll bend the bone. Okay, that's what happened in the break. The bone bent during the break when it cracked. Now, what'll happen when the cast comes off, there'll be a pressure point somewhere where the doctor, the expert doctor, they're gonna have to bring in, because there's so much corruption. They messed up Paul's leg, because I know he's suffering. I saw it on Facebook. They'll have to bring in special doctors. They'll have to align it and find wherever the pressure point needs to be. Mine was right there. His break is different. It's a compound fracture. Mine was spiral. So it broke that way. The ankle broke that way. I don't know how Paul's broke, but they'll have to look at the x-ray. When they seal it, okay, because they're going to have to do surgery on Paul. When they seal it, they'll seal it with a cast. Okay? And they'll x-ray it through the cast to make sure that the bone is straight. Because the bone has to be straight for the leg to work. I don't know if it's going to be like this or what angle Paul's will be casted in. I don't know. I'm talking about Paul Loggins from Hip Pocket Theater. Okay? And it's going to be like 6 months of healing. And it's going to be painful recovery. Because when they take the cast off and you try to move this foot after 6 months of in the cast, it's not going to move. It's going to be like that. And they're going to press on the toe first, breaking the scar tissue all along here. They told me I'd have trouble in my 50s. I'm about to turn 50 next year. And the therapy goes on for months of slowly getting it back. Quentin Tarantino was writing about me when he was writing about Vince Vega. He was writing about me when he was writing Kill Bill. That was about me. Okay, I'm Cole Spivey. He was writing about me, whether he likes it or not. It takes time. So when the cast comes off, it's stuck like that. It's literally stuck, just like the cast itself. And they saw the cast, and they take the cast off, and it's just stuck in mid. It's like that. Over time, the therapist will press on it, and it's very painful. It takes weeks and weeks until they finally get it to where it's like this. Okay? It'll be intense therapy. It'll take a year before he's ready to go. You know, it'll take a year. And when he learns to walk, he'll have to learn to walk before he can basically do this. I have to check to see if there was a penis shot, because I'm wearing my, it takes time before you get all that. 6 minutes I have to go through to make sure before you'll be able to do all this stuff again, but you will be able to. They'll work you through in therapy. I suggest doctors that I used were the doctors in, I guess that's, I don't know if it's South Lake or, I don't think it was South Lake. It was Grapevine. They were Grapevine doctors. But I know Paul suffered. And I looked at Paul Logsden. I don't know. I have to find out how to spell his name. I looked at Paul Logsden's photo of it coming out. I can't tell what it is. A lot of swelling over here. It doesn't look good, but it looks, maybe it's like manageable. I don't know. But look at this though. Look at the dent right here from, this is like, I have to jog and do ballet and mime and stuff. I have to do it. I don't have a choice. I have to keep, what is this thing right here? I don't want to get a penis shot, so, because I'm wearing these. But I have to do it, or this gets weak right here. So I have to go upstairs. I got to run around. I got to do all this stuff to keep this leg strong right here so that I can keep up with this thing. You know, this guy over here is like, look how he can move. Look at this. You know, this one has to work at doing that. You know what I'm saying? See, this one's like, whoa, hang on there, hang on. You know, it does that. So it's like, if I do this, right, I can do it slowly, but I got to think about it. You know? So my balance is weird. When this one, there's no thought at all. And then I have to think about that, you know, which I can do. But I'm doing a lot of jogging lately to get this very strong and tuned. Now, the dancer from Russia, I forgot his name, and I certainly can't pronounce it. He would duct tape this muscle to his bone. Margushkovsky, y'all know his name. He was in White Nights with the black dancer, the black jazz dancer. He was in the movie White Nights. This, you have to duct tape it. You know, I've done it before. I've duct taped the muscle to this bone so that it acts better when I'm doing stuff. It's crazy pain. Crazy pain. But the more ballet and the more mime I do and the more stuff, because I'll show you when I practice, you know, the basic stuff, you know, the grand plie, down and then the up, all of that stuff I practice, you know. I have to practice it. And, you know, this really helps too. This stuff right here. All of that helps going through the air like that. That helps eventually. I mean, don't do it right now, Paul, but eventually, whenever things get better. You know, because you're practicing lifting and stepping, lifting. You know, it's like whoosh, whoosh, because that stuff I have to do. Or this will get too lazy and this will start to hurt. Right here. The tendon will start to hurt if I get too lazy. This, of course, is in tune. This one I have to constantly tune. I have to tune it just like a guitar string. And I do that by moving through time and space.